Yo, what up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and we back. Let's do a roll call. Jump right into it. Hey, ASAP. Smash the like button. The king is back, homie. ASAP. This is what I do, man. ASAP. Hey, shout out to Houston, DC, West Palm. That's Florida, in case you ain't know. ASAP. A. Shout out to Australia. Myrtle Beach, I see y'all. Hey, we got Chicago in the building. Where y'all at? Y'all can't just leave me hanging. Utah. And we came to kill all y'all. Seattle. Be more up in the building. Greensboro, North Carolina in the building. Norfolk, Austin in the building. Westchester. Oh, the DR. Dominican Republic. I see y'all. So it said who's Rocky Fielded. Well, we gonna see tomorrow. Mexico, Boston, Chicago, BK up in the building. Let's go. Okay. New media, man. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know the voice. Y'all know who I am. Wyoming, Fresno, Texas, stay in the building. Hey, stay strapped. ASAP. ASAP. Manchester, Tonga. Man, my allergies killing me. But we gonna make it through it. Hey. Alfredo Sanchez is in the building. San Diego, we straight killing. Let's get it. Hey. Every time I say, yo, where y'all at? Where y'all from? New Orleans in the building. Where y'all at? Where y'all from? Put a comment, man. We just working. New media or nothing. I like that. Hey. Let's get it, man. We gonna talk about AJ. He ain't so sleepy anymore. AJ woke up. He woke up from the power nap. How you wake up after Wilder Fury, though? The biggest fight, the biggest heavyweight fight this year. Now you want to wake up. Okay, that's how Anthony Johnson, that's how he want to do it. Shout out to Willie Williams with the $10 plug, $10 super chat. Let's get it. What's up, people? Excuse me if I have to blow my nose. My allergies are killing. Oh, man. California, Northern California especially. Crazy place. You know, I feel good. I don't feel sick. My allergies, though. I always get blanked. Is it because I'm a girl? I don't know what that means, though. You get blanked it? Blanked is it? Anyway, shout out to the females that like boxing. Smash the like button. Birdman hand rub. What happened to that boy? A lot going on. Oh, you meant to say I always get ignored. I mean, who's ignoring you, sweetheart? What? I don't get it. I don't even know. Like, I don't know if people even know you're a girl to ignore you. Oh, you put Liverpool. Shout out to Liverpool. How do you think I don't know if you guys are girls or guys. We got guys dressing up as girls coming on the chat. Yeah, it's me, Slavid. And it said Kelly Bundy or something for the profile. I don't know if I'm not ignoring you because you're a girl. You know, but whatever. We got catfishes. You know, we got all types of shit. Yeah, ego, show us your eyes. Like, that is not a female talking like that, bro. But whatever. Anyway, shout out to the guys and girls and whatever else is available. You know, we spread love over here. Anywho, I was born ready. Canelo Alvarez. He's the man of the hour. He got a fight. I would say big fight, but that would kind of be lying. I really feel like it's been slow for Canelo week. Man, I keep getting hot. I keep feeling it's slow for Canelo week. You know, I don't know. Now they try to say I'm sexist. Y'all a trip. y'all be on that saying I'm Cosby. I would like to talk to the female. Now I'm sexist. What? Y'all said I was Cosby a couple episodes ago. The Jello and the pudding and the media. Nah. Now I'm sexist. Whatever. I can't win for losing. Oh well, I'm just going back to ego Cosby. Fuck y'all. I would like you to come with me. You see, you ugly like me. Speak for yourself. You probably look hurt. That's why you didn't put no profile picture up, no avatar, because you look like an avatar. Speak for yourself. I say you didn't put up an avatar because you look like an avatar. You blue motherfucker. Listen, don't come heckling me. Y'all not ready for this. Please stop with your dumb ass. Yeah, we're both ugly. No, motherfucker, you ugly. UGLY, you ain't got no alibi. That's why you didn't put no default picture up. That motherfucker's so ugly, you put a mirror on layaway to prolong the inevitable. What the fuck you talking about? Yeah, I'm gonna get this mirror off layaway in 2028. I'm gonna get right in the meantime. I'm like, motherfucker, what? Don't come heckling me. Y'all can't win, trust me. This is what I do. Anyway, they fired Kevin Hart. They didn't fire me. Anyway, man, so your boy Canelo. What up? What's poppin'? Canelo made weight. Hey, you know, let me jump into it. He made weight. You seen the thumbnail. This motherfucker Rocky Fielding looked like Andre the Giant next to him. Fucking Frankenstein. Bogus. We don't know if that means anything. Canelo's fought bigger guys before. Liam Smith, Chavez Jr., you know. I just don't have enough data on Rocky Fielding to, you know. Normally you see somebody who looks that big, you're like, oh shit, what did Canelo get himself into? But I ain't seen enough of Rocky Fielding, and I've seen a whole lot of Canelo, so he might get his ass chewed up. You know, I don't know. See, the promoters think they're slick. They know they know the height difference and disparity is like crazy. So they gonna put him in there with him because they know casuals will see such a disparity and be like, oh, did Canelo bite off more than he could chew? You know, just off of the view of it, you know, and then come to find out, and then Canelo does what everyone thinks he's gonna do, which is destroy Rocky Fielding. And then they're like, oh, hey, you know, they like that perception being that Canelo's, you know, a small person next to a basketball player. You know, they like that because they feel like that aids into it. But the sad thing is, Oscar De La Hoya, smash the like button. Hey, guys, I do believe Oscar De La Hoya, he said that they only had like 400 or 500 tickets left for Canelo Fielding. And then a boxing writer, you know, an established boxing writer, somebody sent me the tweet. He posted this. Keith Idek, I'm pretty sure y'all heard of him. It says, despite what I tweeted about solid ticket sales, Golden Boy keeps saying fights are close to sold out or sold out. when it's not true. Oscar just told DAZN that 400 or 500 tickets remain available for the Canelo fielding card, but it's actually closer to 4,000 or 5,000. Canelo Rocky. Hey, bro, DAZN, y'all gotta stop. Y'all can't be lying. Y'all can't come into the game of lying now. Like, how you gonna say is 400 to 500 left, and then the popular reporter talk about it's 4,000, 5,000. He writes for a major website, and he like, I don't, I'm sure they have ends and whatever. 4 to 5. That's a big disparity. Like, it'd be one thing if it was like you said only 400, 500 tickets are left, and there were 800. Nobody care about that. That what is that? It's peanuts to an elephant. But you can't be saying it's sold out if there's like 4,000 to 5,000. How you know it's an honest mistake? Man, y'all motherfuckers be making excuses. Oh my gosh. Y'all just be making excuses. How you know it was an honest mistake? And I ain't never, okay, listen. Y'all be making some fucking excuses, dog. I hope y'all as careless as Oscar De La Hoya's honest mistake. You know what I'm saying? Like, me and you have a transaction, and you intend to pay me $400 to $500, and you actually give me $4,000, $5,000. I want to meet y'all so y'all could make these honest mistakes. You saying it's 400 to 500. Okay. So you owe me 400 to 500, and you send me 5,000 on Venmo. Make that honest mistake with me. I'm skipping town with your money. You ain't getting it back. I'll be in Mexico with the clenbuterol. Make that honest mistake with me. Y'all be making these excuses, bro. Yeah, make an honest mistake with me. I'm not like them people. You read, oh, so and so found a duffel bag with $70,000 in it and turned it in. Good for them, motherfucker. It's the holidays. If I find a duffel bag, you're not gonna read about it in the papers. You know why? Because that money was never found. Y'all motherfuckers a trip. You'll never like Conor McGregor said, mark my words, you will never read of a story of Ego found 70 to if I find $20 or something, okay, I might try to retrieve the owner. But if I find 150, I opened up a storage shed that I paid for, and then somebody left a box, and in that box or left a safe or something, and it was like a $250,000, you ain't gonna read about it in the paper. You gonna be like, why did he get that grill in his mouth? And I'm like, hey, skateboard P, make it cheap, bro. Like, you ain't gonna read about it. You're gonna be like, damn, why Ego buying all this stupid shit? And you gonna know. You gonna know. You ain't gonna read about it, though. You gonna read about all the, see me doing videos like Floyd Mayweather. Okay, you broke motherfuckers. Right? I don't call it the airport. I call it the Clareport. Ego Air. I'm just taking a little trip. I want to go to 7-Eleven, but I want to go to the 7-Eleven in New York. I live in Cali, but I want to go to the 7-Eleven in New York because they got a better selection. So I chartered a plane, G5. I only fly G5. That's what you're going to see. Damn, someone said AJ, a.k.a. Afraid Joshua. I'm on Ticketmaster right now for the Canelo fielding fight. There is nowhere close to 1,000. Bro, they give away tickets and they close off tickets, all types of shit. Like, your first mistake is to go off of Ticketmaster the day before the fight. You know what I'm saying? If you have what would you do? So if you have 4,000 to 5,000 tickets left over, and it's gonna be broadcasted on DAZN, you know, you could give that to a charity. You know, you could give comp tickets. Stop it, bro. There's all types of shit you could do. Like if you have surplus, you just gonna let the seats be empty? That's not how that works. So Ticketmaster has no bearing on it now. It's too late. You know, it's called comp tickets. You know, like I said, if you have a Canelo fight, you don't want it to just be big pockets and gaping holes in the crowd. So, you know, all promoters do this. This is, you know, PBC, Top Rank, comp tickets, you know, or let's say you have fighters in their family or something, like, you know, just fighters, you give them tickets to fill it out, you know, all types of shit. And the reporter writes for Boxing Scene, you know, so you think he's gonna put his credibility and namesake, you know, on the line to make up some shit and be wrong? You know, that's not how that works. Just like when I do my videos, you do research. I don't just jump on here and be like, oh, Caneloweight 186. You know, I'm not just out here making up facts. Anyway, and the other thing is, you sound like a Canelo fan just to even say that. Why would you even doubt that a fight that's getting this little buzz? Canelo hasn't really established himself on the East Coast. He's not fighting a name-known guy here in the States, right? Why would you even doubt that ticket sales have been moving perhaps slower than normal? That's usually how it goes. The bigger the fight, if Canelo fought Triple G on the East Coast, it's, you know, it's going to do good. You know, that's how that goes. The better the fight, the more the tickets you sell, by and large. Anyway, something Canelo said that I personally didn't prefer is he made a statement, I'm dropping back down to 160 after this fight. Cool, that's what I expected. That's what I told you. But he said I could fight in between 160 and 168. Not a fan. Canelo is trying to reestablish shop that he had at 154 when he made that 155 Canelo weight. I'm not a fan of that. You know, catch weights, I'm not, you know, all the way a fan of that, but sometimes they make sense. Like I wish Lomachenko and Rigondeaux fought at a catch weight. You know, instead of stretching one guy totally. You know, that's pretty much for me why catch weights, why you have them. You know, Canelo's at 154 and he's a big 154. Mayweather's really a, you know, 47 pounder, maybe even, you know, we'll just say 47 pounder. So they're meeting in the middle, you know. But a catch weight, when you look good at the weight, you know, you fight at 168 and you look good at the weigh-in, you know, but then you want to fight at like 164.7, you know, something weird. He already put, see, the other thing, some of y'all don't know this, Rocky Fielding, big ass, he got to do it per Canelo, not per any belt or anything. Rocky Fielding, Canelo put a rehydration clause on him. So Rocky Fielding may wait. So tomorrow morning, he can't weigh more than 10 pounds, I believe. I don't know the exact rehydration. I think it's 10 pounds. But he can, from between now and tomorrow morning, whenever they weigh in, he cannot have gained more than 10 pounds. So there's little strategic things in place that stack. You know, promoters do this. Is what I try to tell y'all about the boxing game. There's little strategic things that promoters, fighters, camps, and whatever do that a lot of people don't know. So when you see, like, let's say Canelo destroys Rocky Fielding, you're like, oh shit, he just destroyed Rocky Fielding. You know, a guy who looked way bigger than him. But little do, unless you know the fine print, and the small print and the fine details, little did you know that Rocky Fielding, on top of, you know, not being the top 5 at 168, you know, and being the champion, he's being made to come in at a rehydration clause per Canelo. Like, Canelo made this up. So you got a guy who looks like he's like damn near 6'3". You know, he looked pretty tall. He looked like he's like 6'3", and he's the champion. Canelo's fighting for his belt, and he's being limited into how much he could grow. That stagnates your growth if you know you can't, you know, overdo it. You can't come in comfortable. Like, let's say Daniel Jacobs, when he fought Triple G, he gave Triple G a good fight, but he also came in comfortable by not going in the IBF. You know, the IBF, going for the IBF title and doing the same day weigh-in. So there's little strategic things that happen. I try telling you, like Lomachenko. It's not no mystery that the advantages always go to what Top Rank perceives as their cash cow, the guy that they're building. They're not giving Nicholas Walters no edge. He was the guy coming off a draw, and he was the guy who was coming off a year-plus layoff, or a year layoff, right around there. Meanwhile, Lomachenko was active. Same thing when Lomachenko fought Rigondeaux. They didn't do a catchweight. You know, Rigondeaux only got like 400,000 or something, and Lomachenko got over 1 million. So the pay was like very skewed, you know, for what it was supposed to be on paper. And you know, they didn't they didn't fight Rigondeaux when Loma was at featherweight at 126 and Rigondeaux was at 122. They waited till he gained more weight and moved up to 130 and then fought Rigondeaux, you know, and then they made Rigondeaux move the full weight up. You know, all this stuff is strategic. Like I said, Canelo's making a 6'3" dude limit his growth for all he, like, you know, had it not been for Canelo's rehydration clause, Rocky Fielding, all he has to do is make this weight today, and then he can eat what he wants and do whatever he wants, you know, within the rules. Now, I'm not saying you could do steroids and stupid shit, but you could do, you know, eat what you want, eat pasta, fill up, rehydrate, let your body do what it do. But now he has something else to worry about, because he in essence has a second day weigh-in, a second weigh-in. So, you know, on top of Canelo, you know, fighting the weakest champion, we'll say, because you can't tell me the guy that Caleb Smith already stopped Rocky Fielding in 1 round, so you can't say he's done more or whatever better than him because they fought. And then you look at the other champions. David Benavidez was a champion. You know, Rocky Fielding, from what I've seen, doesn't look better than him. Jose Uzcategui beat Durrell. You know, Rocky Fielding ain't beat no guy like Durrell. So, you know, you're not even fighting the best champion, and you're like, you know, enforcing an additional rule. So that's what, you know, in this situation, you know, might as well just fight someone at 160, damn near. But it is what it is. You know, Rocky Fielding, he did sign up for it. But see, that's how they get you. Because who wouldn't sign up for a Canelo fight? You know, the opportunity. So you're like, fuck it, I'll do it, you know. So Rocky got Rocky's heart. Yeah, I mean, everything's stacked against him for sure, so you're gonna have to have Rocky's heart to pull it out. But the good thing I will say is this: when fights like this happen, even if Rocky Fielding does really good, that makes Canelo look bad, you know, because the perception is reality. You know, the perception is Rocky Fielding ain't at the level and skill set of Canelo, you know, so Canelo's gonna want to look good in this fight. Yeah, man. Rocky should try to use his size advantage. I'd be like, tie up Canelo, tire him. It still is somewhat of a dangerous fight for Canelo, just because Canelo fought Julio Cesar Chavez and he didn't really do shit, but just mopping up a big man. If Rocky, but this is the only thing, is Chavez is like durable. I don't know about Rocky Fielding because he has been stopped, and he got stopped in 1 round. So I don't know how much Rocky Fielding could take. I mean, I'm not saying, I don't know. I don't know how Canelo's powers at 168. Caleb Smith got, he could crack at 168. So, I don't know. But Canelo was getting tired in the Chavez fight. But again, we know whatever you think about Chavez, that's whatever. But Chavez Jr. is durable. He has a chin. So, can Rocky Fielding be durable enough to, make it interesting late? I don't know. Someone said cupcake fight. Y'all, I'm trying to break down the fight. Y'all like cherry pick, cupcake fight. Y'all just, yeah. It's not the biggest fight. Like I said, and see, this is the thing. I really feel like DAZN, what they're gonna try to do, because I heard Golovkin's going to DAZN, which is no surprise to me, because he's been chasing Canelo for the last couple years of his career. But anyway, DAZN needs a hit, like a fiend, like a crackhead. They need a hit. What I mean is hit is like all these fights they've had, for the most part, most of them are little, and or they're not big, massive crossover hits in America. This is the market they're trying to take over. So as far as I've seen, you gotta, whatever market you're pitching to, you have to please that market. It's that simple. You know what I'm saying? Like for example, Texas. Texas is real big on barbecues and chilies. Like you go to certain parts of Texas, they have cook-offs and cookouts and all that stuff. Barbecue's big. So, if barbecue's big in this particular region, and here I come and I'm just trying to, like, everybody wants barbecue and hot links, and then I'm sitting up here trying to sell fucking romaine lettuce wraps. It might not be a hit if people aren't looking for that. You get what I'm saying? Like they want some barbecue. They're not tripping about eating meat. So, I come with the fucking vegan calendar, and it might not necessarily be a hit in that particular region if that's what the people want. So, bottom line, you have to give the people what they want. DAZN hasn't really appealed to Americans. Die-hard fans, maybe. But diehards will watch anything. They're going to watch Jesse Hart versus Zurdo on a Friday night as opposed to going out. So diehards are diehards. I'm talking about, like moderate fans and casuals and people who are like boxing fans but not like hardcore, like I watch everything, you know what I'm saying, type of guys. They don't have a big fight. So what I think, he said, I'm about to cancel my subscription after the fight. Wow. So my thing is that they're looking, to me, it's about the point where they should probably be looking for a big fight. So I wouldn't be surprised if they do Canelo Triple G, because that would be the biggest American fight that they put on if they could do it. But to me, I still think I don't think Canelo Triple G is as big as they think it's going to be. Do you get what I'm saying? But with it not being on pay-per-view, maybe that helps, because it's only $9.99 a month as opposed to $75. So maybe it does crazy. I don't know. I just know me. I really don't care if they fight in May. I don't really want to see it, to be honest. Another reason why I'm put off of Canelo Triple G is we have a gauge of what it looks like. We've seen it twice, and people are trying to create bullshit after every fight. that turns me off. You know what I'm saying? Why? So if the third fight looks anything like the first two, and no one gets knocked down, no one gets knocked out, then it's going to be more bullshit about, oh, Canelo didn't win that, oh, Canelo won it, oh, Triple G was fucking him up. So, you know, I don't like that, because then, you know, what happens is you have two fighters and in a division that is now awake, and you got the same two fighters doing like Marquez and Pacquiao, and they're going to just keep fighting each other 1,000 times. I'm not trying to see that. And I think it starves and stagnates the rest of the division. Golovkin, big name. Canelo, big name in the division. Why should they only get each other? You know what I'm saying? But the Black Murderers, bro, 2.0, they don't ever get a shot. You know, they got to off each other and soften each other up and stuff. Yeah, so, yeah, exactly. Shout out to Ryland. So that's what I'm saying. It's kind of like holding the belts hostage, because you're fighting a style that Canelo and Triple G, they've already fought 24 rounds together, on top of sparring in Big Bear, however many rounds they did back in the day. So you guys are familiar with each other's style. Canelo isn't familiar with Daniel Jacobs. They've never sparred, to my knowledge. They never had a pro fight, to my knowledge. You know, Canelo's not familiar with Charlo. Triple G's not familiar with Charlo. You know, Demetrius Andrade, none of them have worked with him. So some of these guys are champion. Golovkin ain't even a champion anymore. You already beat him. Do you get what I'm saying? You already beat him. So, like I said, I don't think the Triple G saga, like, I think DAZN, I could see them making a strong push to get Golovkin. See, man, I'm not trying to roast, but like sometimes you get people with money who could be clueless. You know, they think, you know, like they think they got money and, you know, facilitate some things, and they think that they know what the fans want, but you might not. You know what I'm saying? Like the people with money, they're probably, oh shit, yeah, we're charging $9.99 for Canelo Triple G, and they're thinking this is a huge fight, but you don't know at this point. With all things considered, Charlo and Canelo in Texas would, you know, might be a bigger fight. It's something new. You know, Triple G and Charlo somewhere in Vegas or something could be a bigger fight. You know, but the way I see it is, like I said, you got promoters and people with money, and, you know, they're going to front the money thinking like, oh, this is proven. They already had 2 successful fights, and then, you know, push for that. Meanwhile, the rest of the division gets starved out. I don't like that. I don't like it one bit. Listen, Charlo's, I'm watching NFL football, and they're running ads for the Charlo's fight. Whether you think, you know, it's funny because the same usual suspects, they always talk shit about the same people, the same, you know, the Black Channel. Why is Charlo fighting Tony Harrison? Why William, you know, all this shit. But guess what? Unlike DAZN and unlike other things like Chuck Liddell and Tito Ortiz 3, you know, 14 years after the fact, this is on Fox. So even if it's horrible, which Charlos are never in boring fights, so I wouldn't imagine it would be horrible, it's an end of the year fight, and it's on free TV, Fox, basic cable. Canelo versus Fielding could be horrible. You know, it could be everything we think it is going to be, one-sided. And you got to pay $9.99 to have access to this app to even watch it. So what's worse? I could go watch TV in the other room, turn on Fox right now. I don't have to sign up. I don't have no subscription. It's already right there. So anyway, the Charlos, or not the Charlos, but PBC and Fox, they're running ads for the Charlo. Here's another thing, people. I want to give you guys the latest and greatest, like usual. I was gonna make a video, but since we're all rocking together, look at this, people. Oh, there it is. You see? So, PBC is debuting a new show. It comes on tomorrow, so the day of Canelo's fights. Yeah, you got to let the camera focus. It came into focus at the end. You guys seen that, right? At the end. Here. So what that is PBC has a new TV show. I think they're doing it like 2 times a month. And I hate to compare it to this because I think it'll be better, but I think it's similar to when they gave Jim Lampley the fight game. It's something like that. It's a live in studio show, and the host is Sean Porter, Abner Modest, and the reporter Kate Adobo or Adbo or whatever her name is. And it comes on tomorrow on Fox. So make sure, Saturday 3 p.m. Eastern. So make sure you guys watch it. They also have a reporter. He used to work for USA Today. Now he works for Ring also, and he works for them, Mike Coppinger. And he's, an extra, like he's basically going to be breaking news. Like I heard there's an announcement. I don't know what it is. Like just whatever updates there are. Like, they might check it with Broner in his camp or something and have some exclusive interviews, break news and announce fights and shit like that. So somebody said Sean Porter or Kenny Porter. Y'all tripping. Sean Porter, motherfucker. That would be funny if Kenny came out and just started hosting. Yeah, White Chasor's on DAZN. But anyway, it's called, it's on Fox and FS1. It's called Inside PBC Boxing. So on their linear platform, Fox, their new partner, they're putting on this show, which is, like I said, I guess kind of like, if you have to think about something, it's similar to Jim Lampley's The Fight Game, an in-studio show where they have guests, check in with people, break news, break stories, give updates, stuff like that. This is all on free TV, so I'm gonna check it out, see what it's looking like. I like Sean Porter. I know Sean Porter. I like Abner Modest, so we'll see. But I think it'd be a good thing to, have like a kind of like a mini talk show talking about boxing. This is the type of stuff that is being invested in. See, this is what I tried to tell you. Somebody said Al Heyman playing chess. I'm trying to tell y'all don't understand, but people want to pick sides and all this bullshit, but they don't look at the realities. So DAZN, what could they offer like that? Well, they don't have a channel. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's not about picking sides. It's about what you see is what you get. So Al Heyman has a show that's going to be coming on Fox a couple times a month, 2 times a month, whatever. Kind of like, I think it's like PBC Jabs. Speaking of PBC Jabs, Caleb Plant's girl, Jordan, she's going to be working with Fox too. So like the Canelo Rocky Fielding shit, you got to go to DAZN's YouTube, or I don't know, man. I just don't understand what, like, some of the things. But again, it's new. Like, okay, here's the thing. DAZN's brand new. They just did it was shot dope. I wasn't feeling the narrator, but they did a journey to Canelo versus Rocky Fielding. High quality stuff in terms of how it was shot. They put it on YouTube. So if they put it on YouTube, then why does a person need to get the app to watch it if it's on YouTube? And it's on YouTube the same day that it was released on DAZN. Do you get what I'm saying? So DAZN, since they're new, they're trying to improve their visibility, so they put it on YouTube. But that's one of the perks for having the app. So I buy the app, right? But then some of you motherfuckers that don't buy the app, y'all get the same content I get. What? How does that work? Explain to me how that works. Like, I got Amazon Prime. I get 2-day shipping, sometimes 1-day shipping. If, you know, Ronald Finkley doesn't have Amazon Prime, he's not really going to get the 2-day shipping for free, or the 1-day shipping, or access to all the Amazon Prime videos. But if Amazon Prime, you know, not like a little trial, I'm just saying if they just had it available, the same perk, why do I have Amazon Prime? Does that make sense to you? I don't know if you guys get the correlation. What's the point of me paying for Amazon Prime, you know, for the bonus shit, and then everybody gets the bonus shit? We all get it. Just go to YouTube. Okay. You know, so I guess so you're just paying for the fights. So, you know, if the bonus shit is uploaded to YouTube that anyone can see, and you got to pay for the fights, you know, that's the only difference. So then now the fights have to be worth it. Anyway, that's the thing with ESPN, Top Rank deal, Fox, and Showtime. They have ways to stream, but they also have linear platforms, which everyone keeps saying streaming is the future, no doubt. But what about right now? What about the current? You don't make it to the fucking future without succeeding in the current. Oh my God, I'm dropping too much gems for you. Let me stop. People keep saying, oh, streaming is the future. Yeah, it is. We all know that. We all know what's changing. I used this example before. A new iPad has a USB-C port, right? I have it. Not everything has went to USB-C at the moment. Some things still require this, a lightning cable. But eventually, the lightning cables will be obsolete, and the USB-C will be what powers the Androids. The new iPhones have it. New iPads have it. But not everyone has a new iPad. Not everyone has a new iPhone. So as of right now, these cables are not obsolete because not everyone can afford and or has it. So it's not like 90% of iPhone owners have the brand new iPhone that requires a USB-C. You get what I'm saying? So you have to succeed in the current to even make it to the future. Amazon could be a nightmare ego. Sometimes the product's not there. I've never had no problems. Amazon cool as fuck to me. Even returns, they hella cool. You know, I haven't even had to return much stuff, but you know, I've had a couple things, and this shit was all smooth. There you could do UPS pickup. They'll come to your house and pick it up. You can go to the UPS store. I just drop it off. That's easy to me. Like I said, DAZN, they have to work on the visibility, and that's why they're putting on YouTube, which is cool. You know, they're new. They got to put but that's supposed to be one of the perks for the paying people. But you know, obviously, since they're new, they're trying to convert people. But to do it, you know, it changes the exclusivity of paying customers. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have to buy DAZN to watch Canelo documentary, Journey to Fielding, Canelo Fielding, part 1 or 2. It's on YouTube. I can watch it right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what's the, you know, you just got to make shit make sense, I guess. Hold on. I got internet through my cable company, cable TV, not going anywhere. See, that's what I'm saying. That was just Eddie Hearn's jawsing about that. Like, oh yeah, everybody's in trouble now. Like, who's in trouble? DAZN still don't have a fight bigger than Broner Pacquiao. No, I'm not sick. I got allergies. I feel great. My allergies, so I don't know. My allergies are fucked up. I haven't been taking my allergy medicine, so. Actually, speaking of. Where is it? Anyway, oh, here it is. Hold on. Thanks for reminding me. I need to take the. You know what the crazy thing is with allergies? Like, all right, crazy thing with allergies. I was taking my allergy medicine daily. You know, not missing it, nothing. Felt great. I wasn't having any issues with allergies. But then I've been like, you know, just lazy and haven't been taking it recently. And now my allergies, like, so it's like fucking got me like a drug fiend hooked to the allergy medicine. Otherwise, my allergies are finna be bugging. What the fuck is this? Hold on. Anyway, like I said, we'll see how it plays out with DAZN, but you got to do something, baby, because your number 1 and number 2 stars, they can't alone hold up a whole app, you know, unless they were putting on monumental fights, which hasn't been the case. Like if Wilder and Joshua was fighting, then I'm sure that'd be a real lucrative fight for DAZN only. You know, Canelo versus, you know, big fight. Look at Adrian Ruiz. He angry. Dude, you're not paying $80 though. Who cares if it's on YouTube? You're paying $10 for a Canelo fight. I'll take it. That's what's up. You take it. You take Canelo fielding, you know. He said, see, look, the man fans always come out and they always try to like convince people. If it works for you, do it. That's great. I have DAZN, you know. But I'm just telling you the grand scheme of it. Not everyone. I make money in boxing though too. Not everyone that, you know, has in their finances. Like I pay for a lot. I'll tell you this. I'm not gonna keep DAZN unless they put on some fights that I want. You know. But I'm curious about Canelo. I like Canelo. So as of right now, I haven't. Yeah, man, they're missing the point because they're emotional and they're man fans. Oh yeah, it's not $80, or you know, like this is just I keep it a buck. For DAZN, I'll probably be an on and off user. You know what I'm saying? If the calendar's looking shaky, baby, then you know I'll probably cancel it. When the fights get dope, you know, and there's shit I want to see, then I'll do it. That's just me. I pay for a lot of stuff. You know, I finance all these trips. Like I might go to New York to cover the Charlo fight. I'm still deciding if I want to go out there. You know, I got to pay for hella shit. So that's all. I don't have sponsors. I don't have DAZN and Eddie Hearns flying me out, you know, comping me rooms and shit. This is all off the muscle. So, you know, I got to watch my wages and what I'm spending. You know, I can't be in the red like that. So, you know, it's like I told you, the life of DAZN is going to be based on the matches they put. You can't expect AJ and Canelo, who fight 2 times a month, to hold up the whole app. I mean, 2 times a year to hold up the whole app. That's 4 months out of the year. What you do for the rest of the year. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, at the very, you know, at best, even if that is the case, then they have to be fighting extraordinary fights that, you know, where you make all your money just off of them fighting. But, you know, at this rate, AJ versus Dillian White, AJ Kubrat Pulev, if that's the motion, then I don't really see it being like what Eddie Hearns said it was going to be. like Kill Shot and Kill Showtime and all that. As you have DAZN, is it worth the $9.99 considering you get UK fights, Kell Brooks Stay Busy fight, White Chisora, Caneloweight Step Up fight, King Ryan, plus their additional content? I just went over that. Their additional content is on YouTube, a lot of it. So that's not really a perk, because I could not pay anything and watch. Look, y'all don't believe me? Okay. See, new media, seeing is believing. So you said additional content, right? Watch, timing. Look, additional content. Boom, pulled it up already. So you want additional content? There's the additional content. You know, at least the shit I would watch. I don't watch cricket and all this other shit, darts and all that. So the additional content that I need is already on YouTube. Documentaries, you know, stuff like that. Imperative stuff, like behind the scenes stuff. That's already on YouTube. So that's already a dub. Because that's free. You know, I could just log on to YouTube and watch that. I don't need DAZN subscription for that. Kell Brooks versus a stripper. What is that, you know? That doesn't really excite me, doesn't really move me. So, you know, it's an independent personal choice. All I'm saying is DAZN, they got a bottom line. Kell Brooks versus a stripper is not, you know, that's not gonna do it. I don't like men that fight strippers. I don't like watching. You know. Yeah, I like boxing. I don't want to watch them men versus strippers. Like, what the fuck? Send chills up and down your spine, juices flowing down your spine. Like, so I don't care about them stay busy fights. Like if that's the quality of them. Hey, Real Brother 32, you gotta chill. He said, Ego Belly the Bachelor. Send chills up and down your spine, juices flowing down your spine. Like, I'm telling you about these stripper ass fights, bro. He said, I give you that. He said that stripper was whipping Kell's ass. Hey, you sound like the dude from Menace to Society when they was watching the tape, and he was like, he's like, I don't give a fuck what you talking about. This look like when he was talking to Chauncey. He was like, this looked like Kane whipping your ass the other night. Fuck what you talking about. Hey, block Mateo Rodriguez. Get him the fuck up out of here. Clapped. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. We run this game. They will learn. Nino Brown is back. Oh my gosh. This look like Kane whipping your ass. J-Dog, he dead. Listen. Okay. I got a second win. Oh yeah. Let's do it. Hold on. Let me cue some shit up. I gotta wake the chat up. He did. J-Dog clapped it. Oh my gosh. This should be so funny. We gotta wake the chat up. He did. Yeah, man. Y'all coming in with that bullshit. Let's do another roll call. I gotta wake the chat up. Hold on. Let me put a beat on. Hey, new media. All right, here we go. Third take. Real quick. Shout out to all my shooters one time. Get a drummer some. Yeah. Okay. We working. I know y'all mad. Shout out to Todd Fox. New media. Mr. King Palmer. Let's get serious. Fuck what you talking about. You get serious on your own channel. We got this. I said, got me breathing with dragons. I cracked the egg in your bastard. You bastard. I'm Marilyn Manson with madness. Now just imagine the magic. I like they asses. He dead. Oh my gosh. Let's get it. Shout out to Kendra K. Compton. I said, got me breathing with dragons. I cracked the egg in your bastard. You bastard. I'm Marilyn Manson. Now just imagine. I like the magic with asses. He dead. Yes, sir. Amen. I killed him. Church. He dead. And this is rigor mortis, and it's gorgeous when you die. I recorded, and I'm Morpheus, the Matrix in my mind. Out of my orbit, I'm an orphan. You a hairdresser combined on the toilet when I rhyme. If you the shit, then I decline. I climax when you lip. Let's get it. Shout out to DC. Denver, 303. I said, this is rigor mortis, man. It's gorgeous with he dead. Shout out to Florida, DMV. Australia, I see y'all. Czech Republic. Toronto. I said Brooklyn. Got me breathing with dragons. I cracked the egg in your bastard. You bastard. The Maryland man. Box fans, $1,000. $2 super chat. He said Compton in the house. Is Compton in the house? Shout out to Toronto. Showtime. Let's get it. Okay. They so mad, man. Shout out to Virginia. Growth Street. Texas, we the fucking best. Fuck the rest, must confess. Damn. Chattanooga, Tennessee. DC, we back up in it. Smash the like button. Me breathing with dragons. I crack the egg in your bastard. You bastard. Alright. We back. Bryan, New York. I see you. Why everyone always come to tell me how to run my channel? Yeah, listen. This is my advice to all y'all. All y'all. You have the first step in making a YouTube channel. You all got usernames. So what you do is take that username and you go buy a mic. Doesn't have to be an expensive mic. You buy a mic. Then you hit this little red button that says record. And then you record all your worldly thoughts about boxing. And Lomachenko looked great versus Jose Pedraza. And, you know, Tyson Fury, he got robbed. You know, all these thoughts that are in your head. And then you upload them on your channel for the world to see. And you leave me alone. Why don't y'all try that? They always want to come correct me on my channel about what I'm doing. I've been doing this. I'm everywhere. You ain't never there. I'm like Visa. Everywhere you want to be. So if I'm doing it wrong, that's cool. Let me continue doing it wrong. You do it right on your channel. Del McCree says in the Bill Cosby voice, it's the jello and the pudding. They want to come to my channel. They always want to talk about my videos, but don't want to do their own. Del McCree said, the black channel. Why do black people like... Man, can I live? Man, I feel like everybody's a critic, but that's cool. But you be a critic. And you be critical of yourself when you start getting no subscribers because you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, my friend. You always want to tell me what I'm doing. Ego said this. Okay, let me say it. Let me look like a dumbass. Like, why are you trying to prevent it? This ain't no intervention. They're like, oh, ego was exposed. Ego made a fool of himself. Okay, let me keep making a fool of myself. Why is that your concern as another grown-ass man? Why you so concerned with, me making a fool of myself? Let me do that. But they know it's not the truth. They know I'm not making a fool of myself. They know we growing. They know Ego Army. Ego Army is the army. Better yet, the Navy. Macho Man voice. All you casuals trying to tell me how to run my channel. Dig it. That's what I'm saying. Fuck. Snap it to a Slim Jim. Snap it to a Slim Jim. Leave me alone. Jump off of mine. Can I live? Oh yeah, Hogan, you told me that you would. Elizabeth, yeah. Like, let me make a fool of myself. Let me get exposed. Let me live, baby. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, Hogan, yeah. Rest in peace, Macho Man. That motherfucker. You said that you would. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my God. Oh yeah. No media. We the best. Yeah. Let's get it, man. I'm a wrestler. He said, cuz do the Denzel. Man, this ain't no fucking improv hour. Y'all motherfuckers just got me to. Yeah, okay. You want me to do the Denzel, huh? Yeah. Yeah, why won't they let me live? If I can't have peace and prosperity, then I'd rather die. Let me live. Yeah. I didn't know you like to get wet, though. What? Wet? What's that? Sherm, Dust, PCP, Primos, O-Dog, butt naked. That's what you had. Yeah, it's not like I put a gun to your head. Yeah. Let's get it, man. We the gang. They know we kill it. Got me breathing with dragons. I cracked the egg in your bastard, you bastard. I'm Marilyn Manson. Imagine. Butt naked, Sherm, Dust, PCP, Primos is what you had. Why he play him like I was? Denzel was a fool in that movie. I like when Denzel in Training Day when he pulled out the two guns. Dude was like, man, suck my dick. He's like, yeah, okay. Yeah, after he cornered him, he's like, you said suck my dick, bitch. He's like, no, man, no. He's like, you said suck my dick, bitch. And he's like, oh, man, please don't. Yeah. Oh, you calling me a liar? Huh? Yeah. They got room in the booty house. You ever been to the booty house? He was doing the guns like that. Yeah. Oh, you calling me a liar, huh? Yeah. Ever been to the booty house? They got room for guys like you. Why was he doing them Glocks like that? Yeah, okay. Hey, I know for a fact some of these stalkers been to the booty house because they be coming back. It'd be like, it'd be random names, ego transsexual. Like, who takes the time out of the day to make these fake accounts and shit? Listen, you can chat. Ain't no utensil pictures of me anywhere. Check your track record. My name is Willie B. Yeah, you ever been to the booty house? They got room for guys like you. Yeah. You calling me a liar? To protect the sheep, you gotta catch the wolf. Are you a sheep or you a wolf? He said, yeah, you wanna go to jail, you wanna go home. Denzel too smooth with it. And he a boxing fan. That's what I like. That, you ever have like something like that? Like you already respect a man, like, you already like them, and then you find out something about him, and you're like, damn, man, Denzel's just that dude. And he was in Wilder's locker room for the Luis Ortiz. For the Luis Ortiz fight. He went back and shook hands. He was like, yeah, they call you, first time meeting you. I heard they call you the Bronze Bomber. Yeah. A little bit sloppy, but yeah, you can punch. You can punch. Denzel, that's how Denzel, that's how he was in Wilder's locker room. Yeah. Always on time. I just want to. It's my first time meeting you. You the bronze mama, a little bit sloppy, but yeah, you can hit, huh? And you're about to fight a dangerous Cuban, real dangerous. Luis King Kong Ortiz. like oh shit, Denzel, why you yell the King Kong part like that? Oh, you motherfucker. Yeah, so you don't want to fight. You don't want to fight Anthony Joshua for $12 million, huh? Yeah, all right. You don't want to take an Eddie Hearns. You don't want to get a flat rate from Eddie, huh? That's what you telling me, huh? Denzel always be sounding like he's setting you up. Like when he do that bad guy, like the way his line of questioning. Yeah, $12 million flat rate. That's 3 times your pay. 3 times your biggest pay. You don't want to take Eddie Hearns' offer. That's what you telling me. You don't want to fight. Oh shit, Denzel, leave me alone. Stop asking me with these questions and shit. Yeah. How much you get to fight Povetkin? Oh, that's right. The fight didn't happen, huh? Yeah, you don't want to take 12.5, huh? You got a family to feed. You got a new wife for your fiance. You don't want to take the 12.5 flat rate. You know Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua, he is the man, huh? They all know him. Nobody in the streets know you. That's what you had. Listen, man, I'm just tired of killing this game, man. We just be killing. We just be talking this boxing. Hey, your man Eddie Hearns is having a... Ooh, that's a good one. He said, who wins in the argument, Denzel or Al Heyman? I don't know. I ain't heard Al enough. I heard him one time on the phone, speakerphone. That motherfucker sound like Mufasa. He probably finna play Mufasa in the new Lion King and shit. I was like, you know, I had a little bass to my voice, but I was like, oh yeah, you just gonna have more bass in your voice than me, huh? Yeah, Al, that's why you don't want to do interviews, huh? The voice is too deep. Your motherfuckers, Simba, you mustn't go through the frog. Oh shit, what the fuck? Is that a lion? Who you talking to? Simba, everything the light touches is our kingdom. Oh shit, Al Heyman. You know how some people just got them voices, you know what I'm saying? Like Jada Kiss. Raspy voice of God. There's no keys. What do you want me to do? Where you want me to turn it? D block. We gonna handle this like grown men. You won't win. You don't even feel comfortable in your own skin. I rap my ass off from fighting the champ with the glass jaw. Shout out to Kiss. He underrated. How do these rappers be coming up with these ad-libs anyway? That motherfucker was just sick in the studio one day. Yeah, I'm about to do my bars. Oh shit. Run it back. Oh shit. You did it, baby. Yeah, keep that. Like, how did Jada even come up with that cough laugh shit? Yeah, lock shit. D block. Oh shit. Motherfucker coughed into a mic and sounded musical. You did it, baby. Like, I know a lot of people, because I'm crazy. I just, you know, whatever comes to my mind, I say. So I know a lot of people be smoking weed, watching my videos and shit. Like, he do laugh like that. That's why a lot of weed smokers fuck with me. I don't smoke, but weed smokers be fucking with it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Rick Ross, how they all be coming with them. I think Rick Ross just because he's fat. That just sounds like a fat person noise. You going 1 mile per hour on the treadmill. Hey, when Rick Ross started losing a little bit of weight, there's this one video, I think it was on Vine or some shit, and he was tripping. He was talking about how he likes to eat. They're like, hey, you looking good. You losing some weight, Rick. And they're like, what you been doing? What you been eating? And he started doing too much. Like, he was talking about how he's been eating pears. He was like, I like to eat pears and shit like that. Oh, like I forgot. I gotta watch the video game, but I remember the way he was saying pears. He's like, I eat pears. Oh, oh, oh. Like that. He act like he just discovered pears or some shit. Pears do be good though. Anyway, the man AJ, the fans want answers. So AJ put the first take. AJ put the first take clip from yesterday with the little baby call out. Right? He put it on his Twitter, and they're going ham on him on Twitter. You know, they're like, I don't believe you. You know, they just go look at it. It's on Twitter. That's what I'm saying. That wasn't a good look. Wasn't a good look. It didn't even sound like a realistic call out. And like I said, the biggest thing. Oh, my bad. I had one more to get out. The biggest thing with the Joshua thing is the timing. Timing is everything, and it seems to be the key to my success and his work for me repeatedly. Let him diss you first and respond immediately in order to master the art of war. Don't start a war. Should not no more. We done scared him off the road no more. Right? Timing is everything, and it seems to be the key to my success and his work for me repeatedly. Right? Timing is everything, and his timing is atrocious. That's short for atrocious. Sometimes I don't like to finish my words. So I just, atrocious. You guys know what I'm talking about. Anyway, that timing was horrible. You waited until, like, the whole time Wilder, Fury, like, Wilder's on Good Day Sacramento and Good Day Great Britain. You know, he visiting the popes and queens and all types of shit, calling you a coward. Nowhere to be found. He's in the UK. You could have pulled up to the station if you wanted and, you know, had a sit-down conversation on Good Day Great Britain or whatever. Nowhere to be found. I did videos about it. I ain't heard nothing from Joshua. You know, then you wait for Wilder and Fury to get a lot of buzz, have an epic, some Undertaker shit happen in the fight. You know, Wilder to look like sloppy in parts and get outboxed. You know, still an instant classic type of fight, styles make fights type of thing. Now all of a sudden you want the winner. Bad timing, people. Real bad timing. Respectable, like, yeah, the timing is so bad. AJ, don't do this to yourself, AJ. You gotta hit him with that Adam Sandler. now AJ wanna go on first take. No, bro, it don't work like that. You know, you waited till Nudie Magazine Day. Oh, AJ, now AJ want to come out and play. Like, shout out to Adam Sandler, man. Oh, ESPN call you. You come around. Yeah, hell nah, bro. You can't. That timing is horrible, y'all. That shit is horrible. Like, oh, and Max Kellerman, Stephen A. Smith, he's not even there. Ooh. That man, Stephen A. Smith, looked like Zordon. They didn't even have him in the studio. That motherfucker looked like Zordon from Power Rangers. I got some questions, AJ. Blasphemy. LeBron James. Like, yelling doesn't convey your point in boxing. Motherfuckers ain't moved by that. Andre Ward looked like he about to have an aneurysm every time he's sitting next to Stephen A. Smith and he's listening. Like, he's just being respectful. Andre Ward's like, this motherfucker, right? You know, oh, I don't, you know, son of God. So you know, God grant me patience. Dre, every time he's sitting next to Stephen A. Smith, like, ESPN, y'all funny. Y'all got a gold medalist somewhere in the back. Hold on. Listen, I'm just being real. I gotta be real. Y'all want me to be real? I gotta be real. Y'all want me to be real? Say something. Y'all want me to be real? If y'all want me to be real right now, can I get a hell yeah in the comment section? I'm gonna break this down. It's very funny to me. I just thought of it in the head. Popped up in the head. If y'all want me to be real, tell me in the comment section you want me to be real. If you want me to be real. But if you don't want me to be real. Alright. You gotta, okay, this is funny. Listen, shut up. Listen, shut up. No, no, shut up. Alright, listen. Very funny to me. You have an undefeated, multiple weight division champion, and the Olympic gold medalist in Andre Ward, clean cut. He was the host of The Contender. He was in Creed 1 and 2. And you got him in the back somewhere with Stephen A. Screaming A. Smith. LeBron James! Like, why are you talking about LeBron James on a boxing telecast? Fuck you mean? But anyway, you got Andre Ward in the back. Then you got Tim Bradley saying crazy stuff. You know, I was watching the thing. I think it was Jeff Horn. And he was like, yeah, this is a good ass fight in Canada. Like, motherfucker, you in Australia right now. He said, I forgot. I think it was the Jeff Horn Pacquiao fight. They were in Australia and he said he was somewhere else. And I was like, what? Where did that come from? Like, you don't know where you're at? Like, really? Like, you really don't know where you're at. Like, you just flew somewhere. You just got up, wiped the sleep out your eyes, and you just went through TSA and just landed and shit. But anyway, Tim Bradley, he didn't even know where he was at. So that was where he's like, yeah, this is a great day in Japan. Like, you're not in Japan though. But okay. And he on top of that, he's like acting like him and Lomachenko are stepbrothers. Will Ferrell, I like some fancy sauce, you know. Loma's just so the way Loma. What about Pedraza? Because Loma's not really looking like you're making it out to be. But whatever. Anyway, and Andre Ward beat Tim Bradley in the amateurs. But you know that's petty. You know that's petty. Anyway, Andre Ward, he done back. He worked with HBO. He was the host of his own TV show. Very eloquent. You know, very clean cut, and he knows his boxing. Then you have Joe Tessitore or whatever. Mark Kriegel and all these people front and center on the main telecast. What? But you have like Andre Ward doing like in between segment type shit. It's really weird, people. Like Joe Tessitore, like just listen to what some of them are saying during the fight. It's just like crazy stuff to me, you know, as a real hardcore boxer fan, is weird. So it just seems like Andre Ward would probably be like, you know, part of the breaking down the fight part. You know, the fighter, you know, I don't know what I'm doing, but I don't know, the undefeated fighter maybe break down the fight instead of breaking it down in like segments up top, you know, in front of a, you know, ESPN backdrop and shit. Just kind of weird to me. Like, I would rather hear more of Andre Ward talking than Joe Tessitore. Like, man, I can't even think off the top of my head, but I tweeted some of the stuff. Like, some of the stuff they were saying was just sounding crazy. And it's not just this one telecast. So I'm like, how did this, like, can y'all flip a coin on episodes and then like different people like have a rotation? You know, like when people be smoking weed, there's like a rotation. That's what we want. Just at least have a rotation so we can at least hear, I don't know, maybe the fighter break down the fight. Who's gonna say like stuff that he will be accountable for, you know, because people talk to Andre Ward post fight so he can further break down, you know, YouTube reporters and stuff. They see Andre Ward, they can talk to him and then further break down. He can further expound upon what he said on the telecast versus the other guys like Joe Tessitore and Mark Kriegel. You know, you might be able to catch them, but they probably go back to, you know, their trailer or whatever. Not trailer, like trailer park. I'm just saying like, I'm just saying like back dressing room. That's what I meant to say. I was thinking like a movie set, like a trailer, but you get what I'm saying. Joe Tessitore is a Jim Lampley. Yeah, man, just watch that Lomachenko shit. Listen, again, I'm not trying to sound cocky or boast or whatever. I don't have to do all that. But this is why digital platforms like my own can grow in the sport, because it's like boxing is really a niche community, and the people want to hear you call it how it is. You know, it's just what I've learned. You know, all these, like, you know, not all of them, but a lot of people have like agendas, and they don't want. It's like they want to hide certain shit from you. You know, like some Trump shit. He paying off porn stars and all this shit, and they want to deny it. You know, that makes you look bad in the end. So you didn't pay off the porn star. What? What do you mean? I don't know. You know, playing games and shit. You know, ESPN, why don't y'all talk about how Lomachenko said he didn't want no smoke with Pacquiao because Pacquiao's too old. Listen, that is to me, that is a testament of what fans, the bias and double standards in boxing. Because you know good and goddamn well any other fighter that said, I don't want to smoke with this person, and they cited the person's age, that would not pass for anybody else, you know. Definitely no black fighter. And the crazy thing about it is this. You got a lot of black fighters who are actually doing the opposite of that and saying, I don't give a fuck if you old, medium, or young. I want that work. Like Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence, Charlo. You know, they're seeking out challenges. You know, whether they can beat them or not, they're seeking them out and publicly staking their claim, right? So not only do you not have certain fighters really putting anything in the atmosphere like that, you have them doing the opposite. Can you imagine if it was the opposite? Jamal Charlo, we know he wants to fight Canelo and Triple G. We know this. Can you imagine if Jamal Charlo said, I ain't fighting Triple G because he's 36? That motherfucker too old. He could be my older brother. What would people say about Charlo if he said, I'm not fighting that 36-year-old motherfucker? Lions only, though. You know. UK fans let their heavyweights duck Ortiz because he's an old man. See, that's another example. But let Wilder say, I'm not fighting Ortiz because he's too old. But see, this is everything I'm saying is like, I'm trying to reverse it so you guys understand it. But the reversal is actually something that's not happening. It's like make believe. I have to make believe. I have to make a make. Ooh, that was tough. I have to make a make believe scenario just to put it in perspective. And that make believe scenario is not what's happening. Wilder took the Luis Ortiz test. He didn't say shit about the dude's age and all this. He said he's a good fighter. I'm so frustrated, you know. I don't know what I have to do to get all of y'all's respect, but he's the so-called boogeyman. I ain't never been afraid of no boogeyman. I didn't even go to bed. I used to eat snacks in my bed. You know, Deontay Wilder, you know how you be talking. You know, with me and my little brother, we was never afraid of no boogeyman. You know, never mind. He from the South, so he probably gonna say it different. We was never afraid of no boogeymans. You know, Wilder be making up. And to be real with you, the adversity is real. The manifestation have begun. Like, oh shit. Wilder said the manifestation have begun. It have begun. So that's what I'm saying. Like, they know what I'm saying is true. That's why they're not. The only thing they'll do is make fake accounts, say I'm lying, say I'm race baiting, say this. But the one thing they won't say is you're wrong. Here's why. I'm good with those odds. Until you come up and tell me that I'm lying and support what you're saying, we know the case because we've seen similar examples. Like, let's say Gervonta Tank Davis has never said that I'm not fighting Lomachenko. He never said that. Like, I just absolutely won't fight him. But then they say Tank is ducking Lomachenko. But then Lomachenko said, like, just hear me out. They say, Tank, I have seen interviews. ES News has some of them where Tank said, oh, yeah, I'd love to fight Lomachenko. That's what Tank said. But they say Tank's ducking Lomachenko, right? Because, you know, Leonard Ellerby probably said stuff like, oh, we'll make the fight when we want to make the fight. You know, just promotership, right? And they say Tank's ducking. Cool. All right, whatever. But then Lomachenko fights. Well, he says that I won't. He outright says I don't have any plans on fighting Pacquiao because he's too old. And then that's accepted. So where are all the people that said Tank is ducking? That's cool. Even if you think Tank is ducking, that's cool. You think Tank is ducking, fine. But take that same Tank is ducking energy and look at the Lomachenko, what he said about Pacquiao, and tell me how that makes sense. So, cool, Tank is ducking, that's what you believe. Take that same energy and transfer it over to Lomachenko, his statements recently about Pacquiao. And like I said, the Tank ducking shit, ES News has interviews where Tank says he wants to fight Loma. And I've seen tweets from Tank where he's like, yeah, like no, like basically I hit too hard and, you know, just stuff referencing the fight. But Lomachenko just outright said on tape, why should I fight Pacquiao? I'm on my own path. And then he's too old. That's a cop-out. Any way you slice it, that's a cop-out. Especially when you had, if you had any level of a struggle with Jose Benavidez, any level of difficulty, your face, anything, then there's no way you could convince me that the Pacquiao fight is an easy fight. You know, if you didn't just outright blow through Jose Pedraza, then there's no way you can convince me that Pacquiao is an easy fight because he's an old man. Because Pacquiao still has a lot in the tank to a guy who's coming up in weight. Maybe if Pacquiao fights guys who are a lot bigger than him, he'll probably struggle. But Lomachenko is not a lot bigger. Pacquiao's not even the biggest guy. But he definitely has an interesting style that would clash. But the fans accept that. They accept Lomachenko saying like, "Oh yeah, why should I fight him? He's old." So when Lomachenko gets older, then he's gonna just retire. And when he's Pacquiao's age, no one gets to fight him. That's, bro. I call bullshit on that. Let's just keep it real. Here's another example. Broner's fighting Pacquiao. Coming up. Broner's fighting Pacquiao. Amir Khan has desperately been trying to fight Mayweather or Pacquiao, or at least calling him out and chasing him. Mayweather's older than Pacquiao, and Amir Khan is a silver medalist calling out Pacquiao. So why is it that Amir Khan wants to fight? Why is Canelo saying I want to make clout chasing? Really, I haven't even really got on that subject, but Canelo is clout chasing. Nobody's talking about the Rocky Fielding fight like that, and you talking about Mayweather needs to fight me and put respect back in boxing. Nobody needs to do shit. Nobody owes you nothing. You didn't show up. You lost most of the round. And this is coming from a Canelo fan. I like Canelo, but you're using Mayweather's name like they all do to promote your event that's not seeing the most interest because of who you're fighting. Now you're saying some bullshit about Mayweather must restore boxing's grace or whatever you're talking about. Like he owes it to you to come up to 160. No. Canelo, why doesn't he come down to 152 again? That's the weight you lost. You don't call the shot. How you lose badly unless you're CJ Ross and then you get to call the shots in the rematch? Nope. Try again. That's horrible. So you're a growing youth and you lose badly virtually every round, and then you're still not proven you're a big star, but Canelo still has not accomplished Mayweather resume, and he still hasn't accomplished Mayweather financial success. So in no way, shape, or form are you fucking with Floyd, and you get to call the shots? What? This shit is great. So that, to me, that's clout chasing. Plus you fight on an app. So that's another thing. Why would the A-side Floyd Mayweather? See, everybody wants to use this A-side shit until it applies to them, until they get stunted on. So Mayweather's clearly the A-side. If you think that Canelo and this is the dumb rhetoric that these idiot fans try to say, oh, Mayweather's about to fight a kickboxer, he's no longer the A-side. That don't have nothing to do with anything. What does a kickboxer have to do with Mayweather's still the A-side? He's had the bigger events and he dominated Canelo. Without question, unless you're CJ Ross. He's had more financial success. He's undefeated, unlike Canelo. Canelo arguably lost more than the one fight that's on his record. You know, Canelo versus Triple G2 didn't even do as good as Canelo Triple G1, and that's rare for a controversial rematch to do less. I guarantee you, I put, you know, we'll bet whatever. What y'all trying to bet? Five stacks? That Wilder Fury, if they fight next, it'll do better than the first. I'll put 5 stacks on it. So we'll set that up. Escrow account, 5 stacks. If Wilder Fury fight next and it does worse than the first fight, I got 5 stacks. I got 5 stacks. Anyone want to bet against that? So that's already rare. So that tells you that people were kind of off the Canelo fight, the Triple G rematch, after that whole clenbuterol and all that. You know, you lost some people along the way, because that's rare for a controversial first fight, and then the rematch does less. Mayweather-Maidana 2 did better than part 1, and Mayweather-Maidana 1 was the better fight. So stop playing with me, man. Business Brain, $10 super chat. It said, Bob Arum told Lomachenko to chill because you're definitely not ready for Pacquiao. Pac-Man will knock you out, Loma. So let's just reach into the excuse bag and move away from this topic. I think reality, shout out to you for the super chat. I think reality is setting in that Lomachenko has limits. You know, they build him as like, you know, oh, this crazy amateur background. He's a good fighter. Nobody, see, this is what I'm saying. Listen, this is how I know what I'm doing, and what I'm doing is right for boxing, because I tell you the truth, and I'm not condemning or like, you know, I'm not like kicking the man by why he's down type of, I'm just telling you my honest truth. Like these dudes that like, that you know that they hate, like Andre Ward and Floyd Mayweather, I'm talking about they being old media, they'll never give them any props. You'll never hear just a pure unadulterated positive comment. I don't do that. The people they say I hate, I've given props to, and I've given them unadulterated compliments with no clauses. Like I tell you, like the Jose Pedraza fight, I didn't just say negative shit that happened with Lomachenko, but I didn't act like the constructive criticism side of it didn't exist. That's what they want you to do. They want you to say, oh, nope, Loma beat his ass, end of story, he unified. They don't want you to tell a two-sided tale. They want you to be one-sided like they are. They want you to just say, Loma dominated, he's Superman, he's the Matrix, nope, that's it, end of story. But I'm not doing that here. I'm telling you what I've seen. He did good in the 11th round. He won. You know, nobody's questioning if he won. But it wasn't his best work. He looked a bit off. Maybe it was just that night. Maybe it's the new weight. Maybe it's a culmination of these different things. But, you know, I got to call it how I see. Get the fuck off my channel if you don't want that. You know, I can't conform to everybody. You know, especially, and I'm not conforming to no racist motherfucker. I don't want to think like you. I don't want to be like you. I don't want to dress like you. I don't want to talk like you. So that's already a non-starter for me. You know, these racist motherfuckers be in the comment section trying to like bully you and guilt trip you. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you're fucking racist against Lomachenko. If you know what you're doing in your heart is pure, is good. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never said nothing about nobody from the Ukraine, so I don't got to prove anything. You know, this is just what they tell themselves to try to slander you because you speaking that gospel. You speaking that real. Again, Lomachenko, 2-time gold medalist. He's an accomplished, storied amateur. He's a good fighter, but he has limits, you know, and the way they like hype him up or talk about him, they acted like these limits were not in place. Like he's unbeatable. In fact, I see other guys like Crawford, other guys like even Usyk, guys like Errol Spence, Wilder. All these guys are harder to beat to me. I see more ways to beat Lomachenko given the right person and the right skill set than to beat Wilder. And I know the initial thought of it sounds shocking because Loma has more skill than Wilder. But you got to look at boxing. Boxing skill matters for sure. But you got to look at the total package. Wilder has the ability and the heart and the power to debilitate your fucking ass and put you in some like outer realm of living. You get what I'm saying? He's big. He's 6'7". He's athletic. He's fast. You know, he didn't look his greatest versus Tyson Fury in those middle rounds. But at the same time, all that wild shit he be doing and the way he hits, that's hard to beat. Hence why he's undefeated. If he didn't have the power he have, he would have been beat. I think most people can agree to that. But that's boxing for you. If Wilder if he had no power or something, or like, you know, Steve Cunningham power, he probably would have lost right now. But he got that. You can't take that. That's God-given. But, you know, you can't just start stripping away qualities from a person. Shout out to Business Brains, another super chat, $10. Have an off night against Pacquiao and it's lights out. Yeah, you ain't lying. Pacquiao will be your off night. So anyway, when it comes to like, I know a lot of people get mad and, you know, y'all, I don't care. Y'all dislike. I'm an established channel. It's this thing called channel authority. I've been in the game. I've been doing this. Them dislikes ain't doing shit. That shit, them dislikes when you established channel, that's like a bulletproof vest. So, you know, I encourage everybody, dislike the video if you're that petty and angry, you know, do it. And you see nothing changes. We're doing the same amount of content, if not more. So, you know, them likes, save that for them smaller channels where it might affect them. That don't do shit to my channel. So, fuck what you talking about. Anyway, I'm just going to speak my truth. And I don't, you know, it is what it is. It's not here to, you know, piss people off or whatever. I'm just telling you what I see. If it does piss people off, you know, that's not my problem. You know, because I'm always, you know, I'm respectful. Like I never say like the shit they say is disrespectful. Like Wilder's a bitch. Like I'm not calling Lomachenko out his name like that. I'm just telling you what I seen in his fight with Pedraza, and that wasn't his best stuff. So yeah, I mean, if you unless you disagree and you think that was the sharpest he's looked, then what are we talking about? But they know it's true. They know it's true. That's why they get mad, because there's someone who's actually standing up and saying it. I'm not ESPN. I'm not, you know, I don't have a horse in the race. That's a ESPN star for them. So, you know, they're going to tell you all the things he's doing right, make the highlights look like he did everything great. But that's not the reality of what happened in the fight. Pedraza was hanging for a bit, you know. The fight was good, you know. It was competitive, more competitive than the other Loma fights. Other thing is Lomachenko don't like it to the body. He don't want to fight Mikey Garcia. He may think he wants to, but I'm telling you he doesn't want to. I'm not questioning his heart and saying he doesn't want to like that, but I'm saying it figuratively. He doesn't want to fight Mikey Garcia. From what I've seen, he doesn't want to fight him. Again, I'm not saying he doesn't as a man want to fight. He might want to fight Mikey Garcia, but I'm saying he doesn't want to, if you get what I'm saying. Because Mikey Garcia's style is pretty wrong for him. His best chance is Errol Spence beats the shit out of Mikey Garcia, and then that might leverage it. You know, if Mikey Garcia loses confidence or, you know, gets KO'd or some shit, that's his best opportunity. If Mikey holds his own and loses or wins, he shouldn't fight Mikey. And I'm not saying he shouldn't fight like I don't want to see the best versus the best. I'm saying good luck with that. I don't ever want to hear Lomachenko can beat Pretty Boy Floyd ever again. Pretty Boy Floyd, Mikey Garcia would destroy Jose Pedraza at any weight. And that's no disrespect to Pedraza. He's a solid fighter. Don't ever tell me that. Pacquiao would destroy Pedraza. Destroy him. What would Pedraza... Okay, name something that Pedraza does that that he would offer more than Oscar De La Hoya, Ricky Hatton, you know, Miguel Cotto, Antonio Margarito. I thought he beat Jeff Horn, to be honest. Tim Bradley. What does Pedraza offer that, you know, Pacquiao hasn't beat? Marco Antonio Barrera and fucking Eric Morales. So is Pedraza better than Eric Morales? Is that what y'all trying to tell me? Pacquiao destroyed Eric Morales in the second and third fight, and he arguably won the first fight, even though they didn't give it to him. So what would, just do the simple math. I don't believe in triangle theories, but you do simple, basic, analysis based on styles and shit. If Pacquiao gets past prime Eric Morales and Beretta and all this shit, what the fuck would Pedraza, with 3 fights against low-level opposition, two low-level opposition, one being Ray Beltran, would he be fucking with Eric Morales or Marco Antonio, the babyface assassin? Get the fuck out of here. Morales would chew that man alive. This dude, Morales, even when he was older, was still in there hanging with Danny Garcia in the first fight. He was in there with a big-ass punching Maidana. His eye looked like the Fly. He looked like shit, and he was still showing heart. Stop it, bro. Infant Goldie, $5 super chat. That's why they say styles make fights. Keep it going, ego. Tell the truth, bro. Pasadena to the Bay. California, I got y'all. Stop it, bro. Pacquiao is beating guys that are eons above anything Jose Pedraza has done at 135 or 130, to be honest. Fucking Juan Manuel Marquez versus Pedraza, you would pick Pedraza. Barrera versus Pedraza, you would pick. I'm talking about when Pacquiao fought them motherfuckers. Eric Morales versus Pedraza, you would really. Eric Morales and Barrera have classic fights. What's Pedraza's classic fight? Getting knocked out by Tank? Like, stop it, bro. That's why it's all, it's all propaganda. Like Bob Arum saying, we never seen this before. If we never seen this before, then if we never seen this before, then how is it that most people would fancy Pacquiao to have destroyed Pedraza at 35, or Floyd Mayweather, or Shane Mosley at 35, or even Mikey Garcia? Is there anyone that thinks Pedraza, with 3 fights and the best name being Ray Beltran, would beat Mikey Garcia at 135? Anybody? In fact, not only do I think Mikey Garcia would beat Pedraza, he would beat him more viciously with malice and bad intent, and in the process, he would get hit for his side. It wouldn't have been no war. I don't know if I said that right. Not only do I think Mikey Garcia beats Pedraza, but he would beat him easier and more violently. Anybody think Mikey Garcia would lose to Pedraza? And see, this is what happens when you get real motherfuckers who talk boxing and know boxing versus the idiots. So the idiots will come back. They'll hear what I'm saying. This is their rebuttal. See, I've studied this game. I already know what they're gonna say. This is their rebuttal. Oh yeah, but they say something cliche. Oh yeah, but that's how you know it's gonna be some bullshit when they say oh yeah, but. This is what they'll say. They'll fill in the oh yeah, but blank with something cliche. Oh yeah, but styles make fights. No fucking shit. Lomachenko's style is a style that plays into what Mikey Garcia does. So I've already interpreted into the styles make fights cylinder that aspect of the game. Pedraza, it don't matter what style. He could have fought more like he fought Tank, or he could have fought more like he fought Lomachenko. Mikey would destroy him. Destruction. Mikey would destroy, like if the fight started at 8, Mikey, he would be back in Oxnard, chilling, eating some caldo and tortas by 8:30. Pedraza would be destroyed, bruh. I know it hurts your heart to think that. Pedraza, there's no way, man, come on. Tank's power, too, was way too much at 130. Mikey got cracks at 135. Mikey would be lamping. He'd be back at Oxnard, at Starbucks and shit. Getting a holiday frap. And Lomachenko, it's surgery. They just they just be fishing for they be like, please God, give me the excuse, I beg of you. They just be reaching. The man fans be reaching. They just be reaching. They be on bended knee and shit. Please tell me an excuse I can use against new media. They just they be wishing and hoping and praying for, you know, the Lord to give them the excuse, the proper excuse that will hold up for a couple of days. What can I say about this performance? Think. This is them. This is the man fans. Oh man, what can I say? Think, ego. Wait. That's it. Lomachenko is coming off of surgery. We gonna use that as an excuse. Jared Hurd coming off of shoulder surgery and a long layoff. He just stopped his opponent. His undermatch, or you know, his underdog opponent got stopped. Wilder fought with broken hands. Wilder just damn near killed Tyson Fury, and he said he had a broken arm. See how these excuses, they're only convenient when they work for your fighter? Wilder retains his title and said, hey, my arm was fucked up. Shut up! You know you're lying. Your arm wasn't fucked up. What a fucking crock of shit. They mad as fucking Wilder. Wilder kept his title. Why he got to save face? He said, if it Goldie out of pocket, he said, give me the strength for these excuses, guys. I tell you, this is what they do. They be on bended knee, like Pacquiao. I want to thank the Lord. Please grant me for these excuses for the people. They really be looking, bro. They be looking for them excuses for when old media, when they're fighters that they boosted up well past everybody, pound for pound, they be like searching after the fight because they know the reality has set in that, you know, this guy is not invincible. Like Roman Chocolatito, he had a tough ass fight with Carlos Cuadras. And old media's like, oh my gosh, why would you do this to us, Chocolatito? Oh, please. What can I tell new media? Fuck. Think. Please, Lord, give me the excuse for Roman Gonzalez Chocolatito. And I need... They be like Pacquiao mom looking for voodoo spells. Like... They be looking for them excuses because they know the reality. You said Chocolatito was #1 pound for pound, and his eyes got pounded and pounded. So yeah, pound for pound, pound and pound. His eyes were looking crazy in that Carlos Cuadras fight. So pound for pound, yeah, literally, because the guy didn't have defense. So yeah, he pound for pound, all right. Pound for pound. That's the pound for pound he is. He getting fucking pounded, dog. And then when new media say, "Oh, you're fucking racist," or they try to get me to change the subject. Oh, what about the Charlos? Charlos, they missed a VADA test. Man, shut the fuck up. I don't give a fuck about that. You know, nobody's talking about that right now. This is what they always. I promise you, I've studied this game. This is what they always. It's deflection tactics. Damn, Lomachenko. I don't think that was his best. But Charlos, they missed the VADA test. Lions only. You got something to tell it? Like, the black channels. Why do they miss their VADA? Right? This is what they do. Not to mention this. I got a list. I got a screenshot of the list, I should say. There's a lot of people that missed their VADA testing. I got the latest one. You know, people are like, oh, why don't you talk about the Charlos missing the VADA test? guess what? You're going to find some other fighters miss their VADA test too. And guess what? They're not all black and all Charlos and all. There's all types of people on that list, you know? So you might want to pipe down. You know, they missed the test, you know. All the missed test means is they were unable to successfully draw your blood or get your urine sample. And that could happen for a variety of different reasons. Now, if you miss every single test or some bullshit like that, but see, they just blast because they don't like the Charlo, so it just gets blasted in the headline. Meanwhile, there's other people. I should pull up the list, you know. Meanwhile, there's other people that are name known guys that miss tests. And I didn't see one headline about them. I didn't see one headline about them missing a VADA test. But the Charlo's name get blasted in a bold font and all this extra shit. We know the games, man. This is the type of media tricks they be doing. That's why new media exists. This is another media trick. Watch. Conveniently, the guys that you know that old media constantly pushes and says is pound for pound #1, they'll put their highest number for the viewership. They'll put the highest number as the headliner. It'll be like Golovkin Varnes peaks at blah, blah, blah. Taking the highest number. The peak means like the most concurrent viewers at any given time. So to make it look more successful, they'll use the bigger number. But then if the Charlo brothers on Fox average, 900,000 and it peaks at like 1.8 million, it's not going to read Charlo brothers peak at 1.8 million. It's going to say Charlo brothers do 800,000 views. Man, come on, bro. I see this shit. It's all the time. Just look at it. Just watch it. The black channels. Watch when they title these articles. They use the small ass number. Like a lot of times PBC fighters, they use the smaller number. But then if Canelo Kirkland fights or some shit, then they'll use the bigger number, the peak number, as the headline. And the other thing is they'll do like just look at headlines. See, when I was just a boxing fan, I didn't really peep this, but now that I'm in the game like that, I see how people be doing it. It's very subtle trickery. Like Lomachenko, he didn't dazzle people. I think that a lot of people felt that wasn't his most spectacular performance. Even during the telecast, Tim Bradley said, does Lomachenko, is he impressing y'all? Right? But then they'll say, Lomachenko drops Pedraza 2 times to get a victory. Doesn't sound bad. But then the same day, Kell Brook fought and didn't look good. He won every round. And they're like, Kell Brook disappoints in abysmal performance, just a different narrative. Kell Brook won. He clearly won versus Michael Zarafa, and that's just one example. It doesn't have to be Kell Brook. I see it with other things. It'll be like Wilder narrowly escapes with the victory, all this shit, extra shit. But then they won't do that for other fighters. They like Triple G fought Danny Jacobs. I thought Jacobs won. It doesn't say like Triple G, barely beats Jacobs and nobody, a lot of people disagree with Triple G. They don't put that type of stuff. Exactly. That's why new media is here. Just look at it. If Wilder's enthralled in a controversial fight, you'll know it by the headline. If Triple G or Canelo or something is involved in a controversial fight, you won't know it just by the headline. That's trickery. They're purposely doing that. How is it that you can make title A for this guy look all like as bright and boastful as possible, even if they didn't have a good performance, but then this other guy, this guy B, the title sounds all like negative and abysmal, and you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, we know what that is. That's what, like, they're like, basically the glass is half full with the fighters they like, but then the other fighters, the glass is half empty. That's the type of mentality that a lot of these writers have. You know, like Canelo fielding is not getting a lot of buzz. So a lot of writers, they're not going to even be talking about this. They're not going to say, oh, man, I expected more for Canelo. This motherfucker just got 365 million, and the buzz for his fight is not even that big. You don't see people even doing weigh-in videos talking about it. The weigh-in just happened today. You know, you don't see that. But then the writers, you know, because a lot of people are sheep in this game. They don't want to be the one, like, they don't want to put something out, no matter how true, because they think it's going to burn a bridge. Motherfucker, I am the bridge to boxing. I'm not out here trying to burn bridges either, but, you know, I'm not going to be silenced into not being able to speak. That's not going to work. You know, so I can't have an opinion. So every fighter, every trainer, every promoter, they can say whatever they want. But then a boxing reporter who's being professional, who's exploring the facts, putting the facts out there, I got to shut the fuck up. Nah, that's not going to work. We working though. And like I said, Lomachenko, he could just openly say he's not fighting Pacquiao and give like a really weak excuse in terms of he's too old. But Amir Khan was trying to fight that too old Pacquiao. He was trying to fight that too old, older Mayweather. Broner's now fighting that old Pacquiao. You know, who doesn't? Terrence Crawford wanted to fight that old Pacquiao. David, that's exactly how the titles sound. Loma outclassed Pedraza, Wilder gets exposed. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. We know the game. We know the little narratives and all that bullshit that they try to do. Does it feel like a Canelo fight week, though? Just be real. Yes or no? Does this feel like the typical Canelo Alvarez fight week? Yes or no? Nope. Keep voting. I'm curious. Fuck no. Wow. That's what I'm saying. Look, everyone's saying no so far. It's a different vibe probably because no pay-per-view. But that doesn't make sense because they're doing commercials with Canelo saying, pay-per-view is through. Canelo seat. You know, doing all these commercials. Eddie Hearn's like, yeah, pay-per-view in America is dead. So now you're using that. Oh, hey, now it's an excuse. It's because there's no pay-per-view. But I thought pay-per-view was dead. So why wouldn't it? That doesn't make sense. Eddie Hearn says Showtime's going out of business by October of next year. Just like HBO Boxing went out of, closed their door to boxing. And then now people are saying it feels like this because there's no pay-per-view. But Eddie Hearn said pay-per-view was through, and DAZN's doing these commercials. Pay-per-view is through. See, this must be a typo. Is this really Canelo's not fighting on pay-per-view? See. He said, I'm looking forward to Charlo more than this. Wow. Super weak. Even the Mexicans at my job ain't talking about it. I don't know why that was funny. Shout out to Jeffrey Brown. Wow. That's what I'm saying. But see, this is what these reporters do. See, on my channel, I'm giving it to you real. Like, if it's a big fight, like Jacobs, I don't think would be this quiet. If Canelo fought Jacobs today in December, I don't think it would be this quiet. If he fought Charlo, it definitely wouldn't be this quiet. If he fought Andrade, I don't think it would be this quiet. But they don't, people don't want to admit it. They want to like sweep it under the rug. Oh, it's his first outing with DAZN. That's why. All these bullshit excuses. Like I said, these dudes got nothing but excuses. My dog ate my homework, ass motherfuckers. And then you got a reporter challenging De La Hoya. A reporter says, De La Hoya keeps saying that, you know, he keeps saying that there's only 400 or 500 tickets left and it's sold out. But that's not true. Here, I'll show you. Oh, wow. Hey, I stayed up late, so I was sleeping. Do y'all want some breaking news? At least to me, I didn't even know about this. Oh my God, DAZN, you gotta do something, baby. If y'all want this breaking news, can I get a hell yeah in the comment section? This is bad for DAZN, people. Oh my gosh. If y'all want the breaking news, can I get a hell yeah in the comment section? See, this is what I'm talking about. See, Eddie Hearn fuck around and put a curse on DAZN, doing all that preparatory, like pre-talk before shit got popping. All right, shout out to Sports Illustrated. So Chris Mannix, he works with DAZN, I believe. I think he's a reporter on DAZN and also Sports Illustrated. Look what he just put. The David Lemieux fight is off Saturday's Canelo fielding show on DAZN. Multiple sources tell Sports Illustrated, per source, David Lemieux is suffering from weight-related dehydration. Tevin Farmer versus Francisco Fonseca has been bumped up to a co-main event. David Lemieux's not even on the card anymore. Look. First, Lemieux-Toriano Johnson was scrapped from Saturday's card. Now, Virgil Ortiz's fight is out too. We're down to 8 fights. Wonder if we're still starting at 315. What? Hey, DAZN, man, you gotta do something, baby. That's horrible, bro. First of all, David Lemieux versus Toriano Johnson is not like this epic, meaningful fight, but at least it probably would have been a good action fight. Now that's not even on the card. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, see, man, bro, I'm canceling DAZN. They gotta do something. I'm canceling it. Because like that's bull. Okay, so all the behind the scenes footage that they had, right, is on YouTube. So I don't need DAZN for that at the moment. Then all the fights you advertised, 2 of them are off the card. Like, I was looking forward to the David Lemieux, Toriano Johnson just to see who get knocked out type of shit. Plus, they were talking about David Lemieux might fight Canelo. So, obviously, I was going to see, you know, how he looked. Man. Now the co-feature is Tevin Farmer, you know, versus Francisco Fonseca. A guy that Tank Davis already knocked out on the Mayweather-McGregor undercard. Frank Warren got Frank Warren got with the Gypsies and put a curse in Eddie Hearn and DAZN. Hey, you tripping, dog? Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying. That's disappointing. And obviously they can't control, like, obviously a fighter's health is first, but you know, that's what happens. You have to have and David Lemieux always struggles to make weight. He was talking all this stuff about, you know, being good, and now he's like dehydrated. And he can't. David Lemieux's in a hard place because to me, I don't think he would have a success at 168. He's like not that tall and shit. I don't know. And his power might be more manageable to the guys up there. And a lot of those guys are like slicker. Where are all these DAZN fanboys dissing PBC? See, that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, this is what I was talking about. It's unfortunate when any card has fights removed because people can't make weight, or, you know, someone couldn't get a visa, or whatever the situation, they get pulled off the card, you know. But if I'm watching Charlo versus Willie Monroe and the other Charlo versus Tony Harrison and Dominic Brazil, he's fighting on that card too. That's on Fox. So even if Dominic Brazil, say I was really checking for Dominic Brazil's fight and it gets scrapped, it's still, I didn't lose really anything. That's on my basic cable. Do you get what I'm saying? So I didn't really lose anything. DAZN, I kept it, you know, kept it going to see what their December was. And then now, you know, two of the, you know, that's the co-feature. Lemieux versus Toriana Johnson was the co-feature. And now the co-feature is just off the card. And Virgil Ortiz, I don't even know why his fight got canceled, but he's an up-and-coming person that I was looking at, a prospect or whatever, that I wanted to watch. Not a good, you know, never a good thing when a card falls apart last minute. And David Lemieux said all this stuff about, you know, he changed his trainer, or not trainer, but changed his team from the Rubio loss, and now he got it down, but he keeps missing weight. Like weighing in naked and missing weight. And, you know, he had a fight with James De La Rosa a little while ago, before Curtis Stevens and all that. And the fight got canceled because De La Rosa was like, man, fuck that. He can't make weight. I'm not, you know, I don't want to just take some money and then, you know, fight him at this crazy weight advantage, and he's already a power puncher. So the whole fight got scrapped. So David Lemieux, you know, I like him, but he's had other fights scrapped. You know, that's not a good look, because you have to be professional. You know, you have to eat one less steak, or, you know, whatever you have to do to make weight. But yeah, you know, this is not a good look. Your co-features fucked up. Tevin Farmer gets elevated to the co-feature. And Tevin Farmer is skilled, but he's fighting a guy that people want to see him fight Tank, and instead he's fighting a guy Tank knocked out. You know, and then on top of that, Canelo's not even fighting a top 5 168 pounder with a rehydration clause, and he's not even fighting a guy at 68 we really truly want. I would like, if Canelo was fighting Caleb Smith, I'd be with that. You know, Zurdo Ramirez, of course, I'd be with that. So to be honest, like if you remove the names, I'm just being 100% real. If you remove the name, like, I like Canelo how he fights, so I always watch Canelo because of how he fights. You know, you study and learn and stuff, and he's a major player. But if you remove the star power, Top Rank's card tonight is better than this, because Gilberto Zurdo Ramirez versus Jesse Hart, the first fight, was a really good fight, and Hart got knocked down, and he's been swearing by a rematch and saying he's gonna make the adjustments and stuff. So that's a better fight. You know, I don't even know who else is on the undercard really, but to be honest, that's better than Golden Boy's first outing with DAZN. How is Gilberto Ramirez versus Jesse Hart rematch not better than Canelo versus a 6'3" guy on a rehydration clause that nobody knows? You know, Tevin Farmer and Fonseca, a guy that got stopped by Tank. I mean, just be real. So now, you know, all things considered, I'm Top Rank. They got a better card than Corpus Christi. Shout out to Corpus Christi. Because Jesse Hart versus Gilberto Ramirez, I enjoyed that. You know, and yeah, shout out to David S. Thomas. Imagine the people that bought tickets. That's what I'm saying. People bought tickets expecting to see David Lemieux. You know, you never know why people are buying tickets. A lot of people like seeing Canelo, but man, I'm always with it when more bang for your buck. Like Wilder Fury, the undercard wasn't the greatest. We all know that. But the main event definitely delivered in that. See, that's what I'm talking about. Eddie Hearn said all this stuff about DAZN takeover and shit. Oh my God, let me stop. So Anthony Joshua went to this card that's falling apart, but he didn't go to Wilder Fury. And the main event, or none of the fights are heavyweight fights that I know of that have anything to do with him. So he could go to this DAZN card that's falling apart at the last minute, you know, but he couldn't go to Wilder Fury. But see, this is the thing. Wilder Fury, we all know the undercard wasn't sensational, had some names on it, but some of the fights fell apart on that too. But it was Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. versus Angulo. You know, that fell apart. But they still had the Jared Hurds and stuff like that. And more importantly, the main event was, no matter what the undercard was, the main event at least delivered what it was supposed to. You know what I'm saying? And then you got the other cards like, you know, Jared Hurd and, you know, different shit like that. Luis Ortiz. I always like watching Luis Ortiz. So that, you know, the DAZN's going to have to do something, especially they're trying to tap into the American market, because this ain't it, Chief. You got your co-feature, you know, really collapsing at the last minute off of professionalism, not being able to make weight comfortably. Did David Lemieux even weigh in? I don't even know. Did he weigh in and then he felt like sick or something? I only seen clips. I only seen Canelo weigh in. The DAZN, you gotta do something, baby. I'm just saying that's not a good look. Like I said, Jesse Hart versus Zurdo Ramirez, it might not get, you know, the same level of, I don't know. Bottom line, it's a better main event. And this is just a random top rank Friday card. It's a better main event than Canelo versus Fielding. I got to see who's on the undercard, but it's arguably a better card depending on who they have. I think they have Michaela Meyer and shit. Her fine ass. You know, whatever. That's what happens. Eddie Hearns was doing all that, you know, cart before the horse talk. Saying DAZN took over and guess who's going out of business next, like HBO and Fox, Showtime, PBC, top rank. I don't see what they have to worry about so far. DAZN is the new Bellator. Hey, you out of pocket. Oh yeah, Yasser. He said Al Heyman is doing 15 fights a year with ITV. I forgot about that. And now Eddie now Al Heyman trying to take over invade the UK market. He gonna put on Chris Eubank and James DeGale. That's solid. You know, and the UK fans know they respect Eubank Sr. and Eubank Jr. They watch him versus Groves and stuff, so that'll probably sell. James DeGale is a British gold medalist, former champion, former two-time champion. Hey, you trolling now, bro. He said, I can see DAZN signing Rod Salka. He better not wear them Mexican build-a-wall shorts. He might get slept. PBC is getting advertised during the NFL games. Yeah, I seen that. Listen, hey, PBC have a TV show coming on tomorrow too, where they're previewing the fight. Make sure y'all check it out. This will be on tomorrow. This is a new in-studio show with Abner Mata, Sean Porter, and Kate Adbo hosting. That comes on tomorrow on Fox. And they're going to preview. They're talking with Charlo and they're both of them, and they're previewing. And I heard there's going to be some news on that. So I don't know what that news is. But these Brits are questioning whether there'll even be 15 shows. They stay hating. It did. I got the email from PBC. It did say up to 15 shows. But it don't matter. Somebody wants a piece of that UK pie. And his name is Al Haber. See, bro, I told y'all. I love my job, bro. I be saying stuff and then I get ridiculed and name called, all types of shit because y'all don't want to wait and see what unfolds. And that's merely what I'm telling you to do. They say, oh, you're hating and you don't know. And I'm happily getting DAZN. They do all this extra shit. I'm happy to give my DAZN subscription, saying all this shit. Are you lying for life one deep? Are you lying? Are you just saying that like to be funny, or is that true? Are you just saying that to be for life one deep? Hey, you gotta chill with that type of comments because that'll have some people really believing. I don't want people believing or just put haha, just kidding or something so people could distinguish it. Cause I was about to look it up thinking that but that sounds like something that would happen. That's why I didn't know if you were serious. I could picture them going after Orlando Salido. Them motherfuckers stealing beers and shit. He need a home to fight on. So that I really didn't know if you were serious. That's sad, bro. When they gonna sign him for $250 and a 24 pack of Coors Light, motherfucker. He's like, oh, you want some cervezas? Fuck with us. Come to DAZN. Any of y'all artists don't want to have to worry about stealing beers? Come to DAZN. Oh my god! But anyway, all these motherfuckers, I'm happy. We gotta wait this thing out to see how, what it. Everyone just likes the notion. The notion is dope. Pay-per-view's dead and haha. But you still have to have a stable to make pay-per-view dead. You gotta still be putting the most intriguing fights. Ain't shit dead. And the other thing, they put Tiger Woods on pay-per-view, so pay-per-view ain't dead in America. If they put a fucking golf game on pay-per-view. Pay-per-view is not dead. UFC they're not stopping their pay-per-views. The UK is not stopping their pay-per-views. Why is boxing pay-per-views dead? Because DAZN came out and they don't even have a stable. See, and this is what I'm saying. This is bad. Just look at it. So, in case you guys are just joining, Canelo Alvarez is fighting Rocky Fielding. The co-feature is removed. The co-feature was David Lemieux versus Toriano Johnson. I really believe this throws a monkey wrench in things because I think they put David Lemieux on frequent Canelo cards as a possible option for Canelo. But now he's in the hospital. I wish him a speedy recovery because he has weight-related issues because he probably had to, kill himself to make weight. So he's hospitalized. They just have to give him fluids most likely. So it's not like an Adonis Stevenson, but your body, you start getting wilted and weak and dizzy and seeing doubles and shit when you're weight drained. So he's off of the card, and this was a potential guy for Canelo to face. And I don't want to see Canelo fight David Lemieux in May, and Lemieux's coming off of hospitalization. You get what I'm saying? He's not even fighting anymore this year. So I don't want to see David Lemieux get a Canelo fight. I'm not even too big on that fight anyway. Again, Charlos, Jacobs, all these guys are more deserving. Andrade. We'll see how this all plays out. I'm gonna eat something. Thank you guys for tuning in, but this is just not a good when the card falls apart last minute. Because they're banking on Canelo's, put it this way. If you, oh my God, it's not good for DAZN. Look at their cards. Billy Joe Saunders was supposed to fight Demetrius Andrade, anticipated. Fight got canceled. The co-feature on the Canelo card, who you're banking on, just got canceled. And they've only been around for a couple months, and they only have a certain amount of cards, and a couple of their cards have already been X-nayed. Not to mention the other cards are like Gerald Miller and Dog Bandinu. They got to pull the trigger on some bigger fights. Cause like here's another thing. I watched an interview on, I think it was Fight Hype, where Dillian White was roasting Gerald Miller, and it was funny. He was calling him fat boy, and he's a fat pig, and Jabba the Hutt. He was tripping. He was snapping on Gerald Miller, right? And he was like, yeah. They're like, oh, do you think he's a new prospect? And he was like, no, he's a new nutty professor. I was like, what the fuck? He called Gerald Miller a fat pig and the new nutty professor, talking about Sherman Klump. I was like, wow. But the thing is this, it was a funny interview, and him and Gerald Miller are both trash talkers on top of around the same echelon where it would be a good fight, like guys who are searching for a title shot and right there on the cusp. Eddie Hearns is not giving us that. Eddie Hearns is giving us Gerald Miller versus an old Thomas Adamak, who's a former cruiserweight, and he blasts him out. And then he's giving us Dog Bandinu, who the fuck that is, And then Gerald Miller's next fight in January is rumored to be, or they're currently trying to negotiate, Trevor Bryan, who sounds like a country singer. She think my tractor sexy. Who the fuck is Trevor Bryan? So, whatever. But you got Dillian White rematching a guy he already beat 2 years ago, even though I thought he lost. But, instead of doing an immediate rematch, they waited 2 years. That was a co-feature on a Joshua card. Now it's a pay-per-view in the UK. All of this, Dillian White clearly could have fought Luis Ortiz, but he didn't. Eddie Hearn didn't pull the trigger and make that. Dillian White, instead of rematching a guy he already has a win over, could have fought Gerald Miller. He's trash-talking Gerald Miller. Gerald Miller's trash-talking him. How is that not a better fight? That's what I'm saying. DAZN is going to have to pull the trigger. It takes money to make money. And an American in Gerald Miller and a UK fighter in Dillian White, who both are going to trash talk, while Wilder and Fury just fought it out in the same, two showmen, UK versus USA, blah, blah, blah. They could have been riding that wave in this December 22nd fight by making Dillian White versus Luis Ortiz or Dillian White versus Gerald Miller. That would have the proper banter, as you guys say in the UK. That would have some good back and forth trash talking, and it would be getting talked about, in my opinion. But since Gerald Miller is a DAZN fighter and Dillian White is a DAZN fighter, and they're trying to, put Dillian White in a position to fight Joshua for domestic bad blood bullshit or whatever in April, they're not willing to, they don't want to risk it. I'm telling you, this stuff can blow up because, like I said, DAZN needs a hit ASAP. And like I said, even if they go the Canelo Triple G3 route, I don't think that's as big as they think it is. Like I said, you've seen the Canelo 1 fight and the Canelo 2 fight did worse. Like, it didn't do horrible, but it should have done better. In most cases where you have a controversial first fight, the rematch does better. Because the people, fuck that draw. I got to see who really wins. But the rematch didn't do. That's why Golden Boy didn't come out with the official numbers. And see, the other thing you got to think about it. Canelo fought Julio Cesar Chavez. Man, I'm giving y'all too much of the game. Canelo fought Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. on Cinco de Mayo weekend and did similar numbers to Canelo versus Triple G. What's that tell you? Canelo versus Chavez did over 1 million. And so did Canelo Triple G 1 and 2. But it seems that Canelo versus Triple G, if Triple G was this huge star like they made it sound like, how is he not adding significant amount more pay-per-views than a fight with Canelo and Cotto, Canelo and Julio Cesar Chavez? So, I really don't think Canelo Triple G3 is as big as they probably think it is. But, just knowing that DAZN needs a big fight, so they'll probably make something like that before they make Canelo Charlo, because Charlo's on the other side of the street or whatever people are saying now, and that's a risk for Canelo. And this, we'll see how it plays out. I'm about to go eat. Holla at the boy.